I am Nicole, aka the Fit Foodster, on all my social media platforms, including here on YouTube and Instagram. And today we are tuning into a upper body workout. Today I'm going to show you about 8 exercises, and I'm going to break them up into 2 circuits, and I'll show and describe them a little bit on later in the video. But right now we're going to start up with the warm-up. So right now we're not doing anything timed. I'll be venturing off with my eyes a little bit because my son is here with me, so I have to make sure he's not doing anything dangerous, such as jumping off. Don't jump off that. All right, so we're gonna start off here with 10 burpees. You can scale down as you like. I'll be scaling down as well so we can finish. The most part of the exercise, I feel, is when you finish the full duration. So it doesn't matter if you scale down, but as long as you're working the full amount of time, it's gonna give you your maximal effort, your maximal heart rate, all right? So we're gonna start off here with 10 burpees. You can kind of jump up. You can come down into the full burpee if you like. I'm just going to go down into the plank. Make sure when you're coming down and your body is parallel to the ground, you are tucking your hips. You're squeezing your glutes and squeezing your core. If you need to scale down, kind of just walk it out. If you need to speed up the intensity, just thrust your legs back out. Going for about 3 more here. All right, this is 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to hold it here at the bottom of the plank. Take that right leg and bring it to the outside of that right hand, just for that deep stretch into those thighs, the inner thigh. This is called a runner's lunge. I like to use it as a stretch. We're going to switch, so we're going to kick back that right foot. What's wrong? It's not going to work out here, baby. All right. We're going to step back that left leg. Bring our knees onto the ground. And we're going to go for a few cat-cows here. So we're going to raise that spine, kind of curl it up, breathe in, and as you bend that spine, you're going to breathe out and pull that core in. And we're going to go for about 8 more of these, which is going to bring us into a conclusion of 10. That's 4. Breathe in as you go up, breathe out as you go down. Right? Finish up with 2 strong cat-cows here. All right. You're going to join me. I know this is an upper body exercise, but we know a lot of these exercise movements tend to be multifunctional, such as a squat. And I'll show you why we're doing a squat even though we're doing an upper body exercise. So I like to perform all of my warm-ups with squats because I like to do the deep yogi stretch at the end of the squats. So we're going to just hold it here. We're going to rotate our feet and kind of twist them out until we get that opening in that thigh. And we're going to take our hands, prayer motion, into the bottom of the yogi squat. We're going to use our elbows and further give those knees a push. You should feel that stretch right there in those inner thighs. Kind of give your weight bouncing back and forth if you need to, and we're going to come up. All right, and you're going to join me for some plank walkouts. So we're going to start with our feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to walk out into a full plank. When you're at the bottom of the plank, I want you to tuck your hips and squeeze your glutes. So instead of staying like this and keeping your body parallel to the ground, you're going to tuck your hips at the bottom of the plank, squeezing your core and your glutes. All right, let's walk it out. Take your hands, walk it out. Keep that body parallel to the ground and tuck at the bottom. And walk back up. We're going to do about 9 more of these, just a little bit quicker. Join me. Make sure you are breathing. You never want to hold your breath during a workout. We don't want you lightheaded or dizzy. We want you finishing the workout. So make sure you are not holding and you are breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Remember to suck at the bottom, and we're continuing to suck that core, that glute area in. All right, we have a few more here. All right, let's go. You should be approaching your last 3. And it is okay if you slightly bend your knee to come out into the plank walk up, or walk out rather, if you do not have the mobility to not keep your knees bent. All right, last one here. You're gonna join me at the top. We're gonna do a little bit of stretching. You're gonna take your right hand, touch your shoulder blade. I'm sorry, my left hand. It will look right on camera. I'm gonna take my right hand and actually pull on the left elbow. Give it a tug to get that nice stretch and that shoulder blade and that tricep area. We're gonna hold for a few more seconds here. Continue to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. We're going to switch. Take that right hand, put over that shoulder blade, tug on that elbow. We're going to do a few shoulder rolls. So rotate to the back a few times. 3, 2, and on 1, you are going to rotate forward. 1. All right, if your heart rate is not up, do a few more burpees or jumping jacks. That's up to you. I feel that this is sufficient enough. This is a short workout. We should be fine with what we already have here. So I'm going to actually grab the chalkboard that my son threw over the ledge. All right, as I described to you earlier in the video, we're going to be doing about 8 exercises, and we're going to split them into 2 circuits. So on the first circuit, we'll be performing 2 exercises within each set, 2 sets. I know it's a lot of numbers here. Don't worry, it's confusing, but as we do it, you'll see, and it's gonna mellow itself out. It's not gonna be as hard as it sounds. The first exercise we have here are plank rows. Now, for this exercise today, I did not say in the beginning of the video, but you are gonna need some type of resistance. So you'll be needing a resistance band, or you'll be needing some dumbbells. If you don't have any here, we'll kind of compensate, and I'll show you how to kind of use your body weight if you don't have anything available with any weight. However, to get the full of the exercise, you do need some type of resistance, just to kind of offer you some tension, you know, a little bit more time under tension. All right, so you're gonna join me on the ground for plank rows. All right, so before I set the timer on, we're gonna be performing them 2 different ways if you need to. So if you have dumbbells, you're going to get in your usual plank position. Your arms stacked directly underneath your shoulders, elbows slightly bent. And you're going to hold tight in that plank position. You're going to tuck those hips. You're going to squeeze that core, and you're going to come up. Right arm, and you're gonna switch left arm for the duration of the exercise. If you need to scale down, come onto your knees, same thing, and then just pull it back while squeezing your shoulder blade. Try to push your shoulder blade towards we're pretending you're pushing your shoulder blade towards the center of your spine. If you have resistance bands and you have somewhere where you can have a anchor, such as the hinge of a door frame that's closed, or a pole. I'm out here in the park area, and I just have like a random pole, and then I loop the resistance band onto it. You're going to, same thing, plank position, and you're going to just pull it back as far as you can and switch, never compromising your form. If you feel you need to scale down for the duration of the exercise to make sure you perform the entire time, you just pull back. I did not show you guys the regression of the plank rows if you do not have a band. So you're going to sit up in your regular plank positioning, and you're going to just bring your arm up. As you bring your arm up, you're going to squeeze your shoulder blade Same thing on the opposite side of the body. And just kind of use that tension with that squeeze as your weight. Same thing with that chest fly. However, if you have something that you can line with beans or something like a bag of sugar, you can definitely use that. Something that's light that won't cause too much tension on your shoulder and just kind of bring it in towards your body. So that would be your hack, kind of, if you don't have any weights, for those two exercises that we just performed. All right, and for the banded chest flies, all we'll be doing is just raising up the resistance bands, and I'm gonna start here, and then you'll see me just pull the resistance band as comfortably as I can towards the middle of my chest, just kind of adducting it, so I'm pulling it towards my body. All right, I hope you guys kind of got that. I'll be trying to explain as much as I possibly can as you join me down on the floor. I'm gonna set the timer. Remember, 30 seconds on, no time off, no breaks in between this until we are finished. All right, so for this duration, I'm going to be using my dumbbells, and the second set I'm going to be just showing you how to do it with my bands, just kind of so you can get an idea of how to use both. All right, let's start and get down on the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Plank position. When you are pulling up those weights, keep your arms as close to your body as possible. Make sure you are squeezing your glutes and that core. If you need to scale down, come onto your knees. Remember, we are not compromising form. So if you cannot perform it while in that full plank, just kind of join me on your knees. And we have about a few seconds here and time. We're gonna go straight into the banded chest flies. All right. Three, 2, and 1. You're going to start with the resistance band as far away from you as possible without causing any injury to that shoulder, and kind of just bring it in towards the middle of your chest. You're going to be sucking in that core, that stomach, that glute while you're performing a chest fly. You're going to perform this for 30 seconds. Make sure you are breathing as you are bringing in that band. Do not bend your elbows. Keep your arms kind of straight. And we're going to switch. Same thing here. I don't know if you can kind of see me a little bit better. I am just adducting, which is bringing my arm towards the inside of my body. All right. Make sure you're breathing here. Make sure your elbows are not bent. Try to keep them as straight as possible while slightly bent. And just bring them as close as you can towards the inner part of your body, the middle of your chest. All right, we're gonna go right back down into the ground, onto the ground rather, not into the ground. What am I talking about? And for this variation, I'm actually gonna just bring out, the big dogs, bring out the resistance band. For those of you at home who only have access to a resistance band. All right, 3, 2, and 1, that plank position. And we are just pulling back. We're squeezing that shoulder blade as if we are trying to crush the middle of our spine. Remember, this is percent. Don't actually crush your spine. It's vital, you need it. All right, remember, we're never compromising form. We want to make sure we're performing these properly. So if you need to scale down, just come onto your knees and just pull back while you are squeezing your core, your stomach. And you're going to join me back at the top for the chest flies. Remember, we're doing both sides. Never neglect one side. All right. Pull that band in. I know it's a little hard, but this is great for building your chest. Today we're kind of doing opposites. I didn't really notice that. So the rows, back, the flies, the chest. Right, make sure we are squeezing. I'm sort of using my hip to kind of help, but you shouldn't do that. It should be all chest. All right, and we're pulling it in and we're going to switch. All right. Just so you have a different angle, you're not going to be able to really see my position because my back is turned towards you, but same thing. We're just adducting, which is bringing our arm in towards the midline of our chest. And we have a few more seconds here, guys, before we get that break. 3, 2, and last one. All right, break. Whatever you need to do, imagine this as a reset. I'm going to just set my timer on. Imagine this as a light reset. Breathe, wipe your face, grab your swig of water, whatever you need to do, and join me back on the, we'll actually be at top because we'll be doing, oh no, we'll be on the ground. What am I talking about? I'm all over the place. Yeah, we'll be on the ground for those shoulder taps and those plank pikes. All right, did you earn your break, guys? I hope some of you are sweating. Let's grab my swig of water here. All right. I'm just going to move my dumbbells out of the way. All right. You're going to join me on the ground for shoulder taps. 3, 2, and 1. Your regular plank positioning, and you're going to tap each shoulder with your hand. If you need to scale down, you can come down onto your knees. Same idea here. If you need to up the intensity, you can pick one leg off the ground and take the opposite hand and tap. All right, we're going to come into the plank pike. Same thing here. We're just piking up, so we're just kind of aligning our body as a mountain, and as we come down, we're tucking those hips. Come up into that high pike. Tuck those hips as you come down. All right. We have about 10 more seconds here, guys. Make sure as you are bringing your body parallel to the ground, you are tucking those hips and engaging those glutes by squeezing them. All right. And we are going into shoulder taps again. Regular plank positioning. And tap. Tap, 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 tap. That's my song. I love that song. Seriously. Tap. If you need to scale down, just kind of bring it down onto your knees. And don't stop. Remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And you're going to join me for those plank pikes. Tucking at the bottom, rising at the top to that high mountain. Tucking again as I bring my body parallel to the ground. Squeezing and activating those glutes. All right. And we are finished. All right, I hope you grab whatever you need to grab for the second half of the circuit, such as your water, such as your face towel that you use to wipe. Just kind of refresh yourself. We're going to be grabbing the dumbbells here, and we're going to be performing, yes?
My ball.
Your ball is right. What did you do with your ball? I don't know.
My ball is done.
You want me to get it?
Yeah.
All right, give me a second.
Get it.
All right, so we're going to start off. Our arms are going to be shoulder width apart, obviously, and we're going to start with the dumbbells at the tip of the shoulder, and you're going to just simply press up. That's all a shoulder press is. You're going to slightly hold it at the top, 1 second count, and then just bring it down for the duration of the 30 seconds. All right, and the next thing we'll be doing is lateral raises. So same thing, while I still have the resistance band in my hands, kind of just going to anchor them at the bottom of your feet. I'm actually going to just hold on to one foot. It's actually going to work out better for me, and I'm kind of just going to grab the resistance band in my hand, and I'm just kind of going to laterally raise the band as high as I can, as long as it is comfortable and you're not putting too much strain on your shoulder. This angle is a little bit more compromising, or maybe more or less so as much as the dumbbells, but just keep in mind you don't want to put any strain or any pressure on Logan, on that shoulder, you just kind of want to raise up. If you do not have any weights, of course, grab your heaviest cans of tomato sauce, something that's going to give you a little bit of resistance to kind of just pull up as you pull up. All right. Sorry, I had to step off camera, but go straight into that shoulder press. Remember, we are holding at the top for 1 quick second. We're not holding our breath. We are making sure to breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth. Hold at the top and continue. There is no scale down, so if you need to, take a slight break at the bottom and then just pick it back up. We're not stopping here. We're going full beast mode. Continue to press those weights at the top. All right, we're going to switch into lateral raises. If you want to, you can perform lateral raises at the same time. You can perform one and the opposite. Or if you want for a little bit of a challenge, you can hold both arms out at the same time. Bring one up and down and do like so. It's completely up to you. Me, I like to do them one at a time or two at a time. That third variation is sort of difficult as we're performing a few back to back. We're going to go into our shoulder presses in 3 and 1. Yes, baby. Hold on, okay? Hold at the top. 1 second count. Bring it down. Hold at the top. All right. We got this. Keep going. Remember, we are squeezing that tummy, holding that core in. We're continuing to push up. We are burning those muscles, all right? And we're gonna go for the lateral raises here. I'm going to be performing them one at a time to just kind of scale down. Remember, it's okay to regress to make sure we will perform the full duration of the exercise. That's kind of what we're looking for with these back-to-back sets. All right, remember to breathe. All right, I kind of feel a little amped up. I'm gonna go for 2. Come on. Remember to breathe out as you pull the weights up. Use your arm to fully bring them up. And we're gonna go for a break. That wasn't too bad, right? Remember, the hardest part is always getting to the end. And the end result is so worth it. All right, we're gonna take our 45-second break here. So kind of just grab what you need for our last set in the second circuit. Yes?
I'm gonna cut in it.
Okay.
Mommy,
Yes?
I'm cutting it.
Oh, good job. All right, and we are coming up onto our time. So for the last set, we'll be doing bicep curls, and we'll be doing tricep kickbacks. So we'll be just kicking back with our arms, of course,
It's so loud.
just kind of working that tricep area. So you can use a dumbbell or a resistance band with either. I'm kind of just going to show you the variations with both. I'll be using my dumbbells, of course. It's a little bit easier for me. So
No.
we're going to be kind of doing a bicep curl punch, pulse punch. You can punch if you like. Pulsing is fine though. I prefer the pulse, so we're kind of just going to be pulsing it out. We'll be using both of the dumbbells, of course. If you need to use the resistance bands, kind of just anchor both bands under the bottom of your foot, and it's kind of just pull it up. To still get that bicep curling with that resistance band. You can use it one arm for a little bit more resistance, as opposed to using both strengths of your arms. You can just use one, kind of make it a little bit more difficult. Completely up to you. And if you don't have anything, grab those tomato cans or whatever you have in your pantry. Please use something, okay? All right, tricep kickback. Same thing here. You're gonna be slightly bent over, a little bit angular to the ground. We're not quite parallel, and you're unhinging at your hips. You're going to hold your arm closest to the side of your body as possible and kind of just glide your arm back, all right? You're just kind of doing a kickback. You should be feeling this in your tricep. Same thing, opposite side of the body, and you're kind of just kicking back as well. Kind of the same thing going on here. If you're using a resistance band, you want to anchor it under one of your feet, and just kind of get a firm grip on that band. However is comfortable for you. I'm just going to keep positioning until I feel like I've got it. All right, same thing. I'm unhinging at the hips, squeezing my core tight. I have my arm at the side of my body, and I'm just kind of gliding that arm back to kind of work on that tricep. And I'm also holding that isometric hold at the top, and then I'm squeezing to get that further burn. All right, we got it. Good. All right, we got Logan behind the camera. You got it? You're going to join me with bicep curls in 3, 2, and you can perform them on the opposite sides of the body simultaneously. You can perform them 2 at a time. It's completely up to you. It's your workout. I'm kind of just telling you what to do, but you're catering it to your needs and what's the most comfortable for you. You could even kind of switch it up. Just make sure you're finishing that 30 seconds.
I found the leaf.
You found the leaf? How cool. And remember, in a few seconds, we're going to switch into those tricep kickbacks. All right? Slightly bent over and hinge at the hips. And you're going to kick back 1 at a time. This way we can get both sides working in that 30 seconds. You can do both if you like. It's a little bit harder to hold both of these weights out at one time when you kick back, but hey, if you're feeling froggy, jump. Go ahead, and if you want to take that challenge, if you're up to it, go ahead. This is your workout. All right, you can even alternate. All right, and in a few more seconds, hey, come back up here. We're going to go into those bicep curls, alternating. You can even do a double once. It's up to you. Logan, get back here, baby. It's cars. It's so dangerous out there. Yes? All right. We have a few more seconds here until we switch over to the tricep kickback. Logan, come here, baby. 3, 2, and we're slightly bent over and hinging at those hips. We're going to kick back with our arm, of course. Working that tricep. Remember, you are breathing. You're not holding your breath. Double back if you want with both. Completely up to you. Just remember to keep that arm close to your body. You're not moving in any way your shoulders. This is literally just working your triceps. So you want to keep everything stationary except for the kickback of your arm. All right. Drop the weights. That is it. All right. Logan, come here. Join me for the cool down, baby. All right, so we're going to do the cool down part of the exercise, which I just pretty much like to stretch. All right. Look, you're gonna join me for the cool down. Look at the camera. Come on. So we're gonna just kind of cool it down here. We're gonna rotate those shoulders backwards a few times. It's kind of hard for me to do this, obviously. Yeah, my shirt is wet. It's kind of hard for me to do this, but I'll kind of guide and coach you through. Yeah, so we're gonna roll them forward. Just roll them forward.
Mommy.
Continue to bring that heart rate down. Yes.
Daddy.
All right, he's coming. Okay. We're going to rotate that neck. Yes, baby. I'm not sure. Switch. Opposite side. You're going to join me down on the ground. Logan, have a seat. Look at mommy do a push-up, okay? You're going to join me down on the ground. We're going to do some downward dogs. You're going to start off into that high plank. You're going to walk your arms back so you can kind of feel that stretch in your legs. Whew. Kind of paddle that lower half of your body back and forth.
What's your phone?
gonna come out into a plank. Do a few cat-cows here.
I found this bed.
Bring up.
Mommy.
And then and breathe.
It's hot.
Remember, as you come down, breathe out. As you come up, breathing in and dropping that belly. All right. I gotta get out of here. I don't know about you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that didn't take up too much of your time. I hope it was effective as it was short. If you like, join me. I'm going to try to start posting once weekly on Instagram, of course. If you follow me on YouTube, I'll be posting at least bi-weekly, but please follow me on Instagram. I have a lot of cool workouts coming out. I have a lot of cool workouts coming up to kind of help you tone. I know it's the end of the summer almost, but you know, we're working on our next year's summer body because a lot of us, we've been in quarantine and we've been eating like crazy. We've been sitting on that couch. So we kind of want to move around a little bit. So thanks for watching. And remember, please, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you like the content, share with your friends, family, your real ones, whoever. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.